Top 10 cycling friendly cities. We all love riding our bike, and it's even better when we feel safe. Last year, the Copenhagenized design company surveyed 150 cities worldwide and ranked them to find the most cycling friendly city, using criteria like infrastructure, facilities and political factors to judge them. Here are their top 10 based on their findings. Berlin. 13% of Berliners choose the bicycle to get around, which is a healthy number for a city of its size. While it may not be the most easy city to get around in terms of infrastructure, the fact that people of all ages are willing to cycle provides incentive for change to be made. Malmö. Sweden's third largest city, scores highly in the Copenhagenized index thanks to numerous campaigns to get people thinking about how they get around the city. Neat touches like air pumps next to cycleways and railings to hold on to at red lights gives people all the support they need to ditch the car completely. It's these incentives that have driven the bicycle population in Malmö to 30%. Eindhoven. The Netherlands as a nation has cycling firmly integrated into its daily life, which is why 3 of its cities are in this top 10. Eindhoven's most striking feature for cyclists is its revolutionary floating roundabout, suspended above the original traffic circle to completely separate bikes and cars. This alone shows the rest of the world what can be done in terms of cycling-friendly infrastructure. Antwerp. Antwerp, like many cities in Belgium, is passionate about cycling. It's the departure point for the Spring Classics Scheldeprijs, hosts numerous cyclocross races, even saw the Tour de France pass through in 2010. This is reflected by the number of Antwerp residents that go by bike, 16%. The government is also backing cycling. Large investment has gone into separated highways and bike parking in recent years. Nantes. Nantes has been the backdrop to its fair share of Tour de France history, but for the other 49 weeks of the year, Nantes takes cycling as a mode of transport very seriously. While the modal share stands only at just over 5%, schemes like Bikeloot, the city's bicycle scheme which is now in its 6th year, means the foundations are there to support the gradually increasing number of citizens that are making the switch to 2 wheels. Bordeaux. The second French city in this list is leading the way in France when it comes to attitudes about cycling, according to the Copenhagenized index. The installation of a tramway system in recent years has made the prospect of cycling in the city more appealing. That, along with a good system of cycle lanes and the VCub bicycle share scheme, means that Bordeaux earns its right as the leader in French bicycle mobility. Seville. Back in 2006, just 0.5% of Seville used a bike to get around. The change since then has been meteoric, with 80 kilometers of cycling infrastructure built in 12 months, like these segregated bike lanes. Plus, the implementation of a bike share scheme has seen a 6.5% increase in regular cyclists in the city. Utrecht. Utrecht already has cycling culture deeply embedded in its roots, and this has been recognised by the World Tour. It hosted the finish of the second stage of the 2010 Giro d'Italia and will be the location for the Tour de France Grand Départ in 2015. Separated bike paths combined with widespread public acceptance of cycling makes it easy to understand why 1/3 of all journeys in the city are made by bike. Copenhagen. The Danish capital has been a great city to ride a bike in for several years, thanks to sensible infrastructure to aid the movement of cyclists around the city. That, combined with ambitious government goals to make the city the greenest in the world, makes Copenhagen an interesting case study in urban design. Amsterdam. Amsterdam ticks all the boxes when it comes to making a city as bike-friendly as possible. 57% of people use their bike in Amsterdam on a daily basis, and the infrastructure is in place to transport them safely. There are about 4 times more bikes than cars in the city, and many of the roads are restricted to 30 km an hour to produce a relaxed flow of traffic. Here at GCN, we'd love it if all cities were like this. How cycling friendly is your town? What can be done to improve it? Let us know what you think down in the comments.
If you're looking for cycling how-to videos, well, we've got a whole host for you here at GCN. You see this one? If not, click here.